Sometimes I see an obituary and I think, boy, that's well written, and they really gave this guy, some nice sentences here and everything. I wish they'd let me see mine so I could edit it and fix it a little bit. I want it to really ring. There's very little cringing when I watch and listen to old pieces of material, in part because I think I did a good job with them at the time. But secondly, I make a certain allowance for my inexperience, or for the fact that I was just an early developing sort of writer of my own material. But generally, I'm very happy with them. I do know this part, and this part makes me proud and happy. I know that if someone were to write about the American comedians of the last third of this century we're living in, that I would come up pretty high on their list. I'd have to be included, so that's satisfying. And I live in sort of a kind of a adolescent envelope anyway. I mean, a lot of my reactions to rules and regulations and to propriety and to expectations and all of these things are identical to when I was 14 and 15 years of age. The only thing I've learned is not to commit heinous crimes. That's one of the things I detest most in people, is being unkind to anyone, but especially to people who have less power than you, who have less status than you. I mean, obviously, the time I spent doing drugs and buying a lot of drugs with my wife and doing all that stuff, if I could change the effect that might have had on my daughter, I would like to. So no, I wouldn't change anything. If you could only change one thing, maybe that. Whatever it is, I'm grateful to nature, the rest of nature, for helping me out. So I feel, that I've been rewarded. You just put up a big sign, or you say it loudly on the air. You say, "Gee, he was just here a minute ago." That's the way I want to be remembered.